What is up, guys? Welcome to our channel. It is Reset Monday. I don't know why we always get these spaces so dirty. I guess they're not dirty in the sense like they're dusty or whatever, but we always have mess, or we kind of leave our stuff around, and we sometimes will throw it away, sometimes we'll just have it there for days. But we do spend most of our time in our shared living spaces, so we always want it to be clean and neat. So I'm going to start with the kitchen, then move to the dining table, and then the living room area, which for some reason each one of them always has just kind of stuff that we don't need. And then I'm going to decorate for Easter, which of course our Easter decorations aren't going to be up for more than 2-3 weeks tops, but I do want to have some holiday related decor. So let's go ahead and get started. But I'm going to start with the kitchen, and I hope that doesn't take me long. It won't take me long. I think the most is like the island because we have a bunch of stuff there. But let's just do it. Get it over with. Alexa, play Selena's greatest hits.
This is Selena from Spotify.
If you were to ask me what part of our home has the most clutter, I would probably say our island. We do always keep things over it. A lot of the mail is always on there. We bring whatever food we have, and we just everything just kind of goes on there. I do always want to keep this one clean, but it's just really hard to keep the island and the dining table both clean. But we're trying. So this pile of mail is quite a bit that I do need to go through, but I'm going to set it aside for now, and then I am going to go in with some Lysol and some Pledge. I first put in the Lysol, spray the Lysol, and I do use multiple cleaning rags simply because one is kind of for each section, and I know if one section is going to be like sticky or dirty or dusty or whatever, then I have another rag to go with. For example, this one I will use just for the Lysol spray, which I do like cleaning everything with that first, and then following it up with the Pledge. Aside that the Pledge does have a better scent, in my opinion. I do like the way the Pledge smells better, but our island is ready. And then here we do have some dishes that were already washed, so I'm just gonna put those away because I do have to wash other cups and spoons and all of that. But we put the plates on one side and then the cups on the other, and then there is those we use those little grill or whatever it is on the sink to dry. I prefer those over like the rack because I feel like the racks take up so much space, and then these you can actually fold and like kind of put away. I'd never like for them to be over the sink like the whole time. Pete normally likes having them there, but I like putting them under the sink whenever everything's ready. I don't know why I even put them away right now, or I even put them up right now, because I'm gonna use them, which of course I'm gonna use to dry everything right now, or to have them there while they air dry a little bit before I go in with a towel. I'm gonna say 90% of the time we just let them air dry, but when I'm doing some cleaning or when I want everything to be put away, I do clean them with, or I do dry them with the rag, and then just kind of put them away, just so that I make sure that everything is out of sight and in its place, instead of just having to wait for them to air dry. I seriously wish we had one of those, like the farmers sinks, or I don't know what they're called, but the bigger ones. Just one, so it could be deeper, and two, so it'd be a lot more modern. But I mean, I'm happy with our sink. So this is obviously, I sprayed some Lysol to disinfect and to clean. So I'm going to go in obviously to clean, and then I am going to let it air dry for a bit. I really love this soap dispenser. I think it's one of the best things that we could have gotten, and I love our hand soap little dispenser. I love this one. This one we got during Christmas, but we kept it because I really like the color. Both Pete and I really love the color. It kind of goes with our kitchen aesthetic. And moving on to our coffee section. This is technically Pete's coffee section for the most part, but this one always kind of, it just stays the same for the most part. We don't really change the decor on this little corner, but we do need it to be less dusty, and obviously we need to clean all the little jars and all of that. So the jars themselves have, one of them has pasta, two of them have like powdered sugar, and then one of them has the regular sugarcane sugar for the coffee, and that little canister that you guys saw is full of candy, no joke. And then those 4 cups that you guys just saw right there are Schitt's Creek. We've never actually used them, and I'm gonna get rid of them because I bought them like 2 years ago for Christmas, and we don't use them. So I'm probably gonna give them as a gift or something. And I love our knife set, and that's kind of one of my favorite things in the kitchen.
Hey, I'm not sure if you can actually see this, but the oven looks horrible. And today's the day that we're going to clean it. Man, it looks so bad. It looks worse in person than it does on the camera.
I'm gonna use the pink stuff to clean the inside of the oven. I'm not gonna lie, this was to me the worst part of the entire cleaning process because it was so bad. Everything was sticking together. I didn't want to come off. I know in the little glass window it was like completely stuck, so I really had to like go in there and grind it and do all that good stuff. I wish I would have had a brush to have scrubbed it even more, but this sponge that I'm using says it's specifically for ovens or specifically for stoves, so I was using that one. I didn't have a brush to kind of go with it, like a bristle brush, but I think I am going to get one because the oven was clean, but I know it can be so much better, but it completely looks different as to how it was before. Then I use a screwdriver to open the middle of the oven door. I personally have never done this before. It's been my first time. I'm not sure if Pete's done it before either. I don't think so. But there was a huge sauce strip being right in the middle of the door, as you can see, and that one took a while to come off. So I think we were making like some sort of pasta in it was an almond sauce that we were making, and it overflowed and it went in there, and we just never cleaned it until now. But oh my god, it was so bad. I'm so proud of myself for being able to do this with the oven, because honestly I had been looking at it for a while and it was just there and I just never did anything about it. But now we're here and using that pink stuff again, and honestly that pink stuff works so well. It has lasted us for a long time because we rarely use it, but when we do, I mean, it's the best thing that you can actually use. We only use it for the stove. I'm not sure what else other things you can use it for. I'm pretty sure you can use it for anything else, but we've only used it on the stove itself, and it works really, really, really good. Then finishing up with that, I did go in with some Lysol just to give it another extra step as far as the cleaning, especially on the glass and like the little corners and all of that. So just to make sure that everything is as clean as possible. As I was doing it, I was just kind of amazed at how different it already started to look. Now it was time for the inside of the oven. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it really was, but of course it wasn't, and I really loved that. So it was pretty easy to clean it, although it was super dirty. But I really liked that it didn't have as much trouble as it did with the door, so that was a huge plus. So I did go in with some Lysol, and I wish I would have had a spray specifically for the oven, which we used to have, but we didn't have anymore. So I used the Lysol to clean that, which worked. Honestly, it worked perfectly fine. So I was happy about that. I just need to restock on our oven cleaners. If you guys have an idea or a tip of which one I can use, I think it would be great. I would really appreciate it, because something that can keep our oven just super clean aside from the Lysol. I think we used to use, I don't remember what it was, but it was like something specifically like for stove, or like stainless steel stoves. Cheese and crackers. Okay, so this is the oven. Way better than it did when we first started. But oh my gosh, I had to open this. I can't get through that. There's like this little stain on it, but on the outside there was like a streak of sauce coming down. It's no longer there, and it looks pretty good. These darn cabinets. I love our cabinets. I just wish they were a different color. We've been trying to paint them white for the longest time. What I hate about the color that we currently have is that you can see all the dust, yet you can't really appreciate what's inside of them, because even the inside is colored or black or brown, whatever it is. I want to say it's black, but it's like a dark brown. I personally don't like it. I know Pete doesn't like it either, and we have been trying to change the color on them, but they did a really horrible job, honestly, with these cabinets, because the finish isn't perfect. I feel like they use like really cheap wood, but I mean, and that's why they probably used these colors, so you can kind of notice it less. But you know, since we've been living here for the longest time, we notice everything, and we kind of feel like they can't really be clean, like especially not on the inside. It's like not a good finish. The outside has an okay finish, and obviously you know, they tried to work around it, but this is what's it. So hopefully we can change the colors on them really soon. One of my favorite things in our kitchen is our refrigerator. That is something I really love. All of our appliances are Samsung, including the washer and dryer, and they've all come out really good, so there's no complaints about them. And the refrigerator is definitely my favorite. Like I said, I do wish it had like the little screen now, but that one was way more expensive. I regret not getting it, but other than that, it's perfect, and I love it. If you saw our previous video, this box that I carried out is one that I took out stuff from that drawer or that cabinet, and we just still haven't gotten rid of it. But a lot of the stuff here is just miscellaneous stuff. So I have my camera equipment there, and then we have stuff that we do for projects, and then we bought some stuff at Bath and Body Works, and it's still in the bag and it's just there. So it's just stuff that we just kind of let pile up in our dining table, which we shouldn't. I think that's one of our spaces that should be cleared out, but we just have a nasty habit, or I have a nasty habit of leaving my stuff there, and I really do need to change that. when we're home, the couch is the place that we spend most of our time in, and we definitely let our cats be on the couch with us. So this roller is perfect because it catches all of the cat hairs, and we actually lost it for a while. I think I was the one who lost it or misplaced it. I didn't lose it, I misplaced it, and now I found it, and I'm glad I did, because we are finally able to get all the hairs and that we normally just don't have to use the vacuum for. But this is perfect for the couch, and actually we use it for the chairs in the dining table as well, and in the stools that are right behind over there where the island is. So I think it's perfect. I do go out and do like another round with the vacuum cleaner on the couch, but just to kind of grab all the hairs on this is amazing, and I really do love it. I know Pete likes it as well, so this is one thing that I do recommend that you guys to get. I don't remember where we got it, but I will try to link it down below just in case it's something that you want to get, because if you have pets or something, then that's perfect to have.
So really quick, gonna vacuum with Big Bertha. She's huge. We actually need a new vacuum, more portable vacuum, more updated. We have like the old lady vacuums, I feel, but she's worked really well. She is a Eureka. But if anybody wants to sponsor us for a vacuum, feel free. We normally don't have these curtains in the windows because the windows, like, you know, the windows, we like to have them open. But when we watch movies, we put those curtains up, and it's like those rods that are like, I guess the compression, or like the way you kind of make it tighter to remove and put them back. So that's what we have now, because we've been watching like the series of the Hunger Games since Pete started reading the books, or like the new book. So we kind of, we were thinking like, oh, okay, well, just watch them. So we haven't put them down because all weekend we were watching movies aside from working, because we had a super busy weekend. So I'm gonna keep them there for now. But normally they're not there. But yeah, they're gonna be there for now. And then Big Bertha's gonna help me vacuum, and I might vacuum the couch a little bit, even though I already went with the little roller thing, just to kind of make sure that there's no cat hairs and all of that. But man, I'm tired. It's already been 2 hours, and I didn't think it was gonna take me longer this long. But it's the kitchen's done, the dining room's done. It's just need the living room, and it's super hot. I feel super hot. I want to take a break and see if Pete wants to have lunch, but I'm not sure.
I'm so happy that the living room is clean. Our 2 chairs, you can actually finally see them. Our kitchen is clean. And our dining table is clean. I am so happy.
And we're done. I just need to mop and sweep, but I'm gonna do that at the very end. But for now, I am going to show you and for our Easter. So we have this egg garland that I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm gonna show you guys everything. So this one here, nothing of this is new. We've had these for the past year, so we didn't buy anything new. We have no intention of buying anything new. But then we have these, they're like little ceramic eggs. Then there's this one, this little lantern with some carrots, and it says 25-cent bunny food. We have this little egg tree. And then we had this ceramic bunny with like a basket, and I bought some carrots and put them in there. I don't think we decorated for Easter last year, but the previous years we have. And then there's some extra little carrots. This right here is my favorite. This is a little Easter truck, and it has a bunny driving it, and then it has a little Easter egg in the back, or a big Easter egg in the back. I love this. This is like my favorite thing, I think. And we have more with little ceramic bunnies. I think those are super cute. We have another egg tree. Wreath. The wreath that I'm gonna put is gonna be inside, so I don't need this one. Then there's these. These we got at Dollar Tree. I think these we did get last year, and they're just cute. I think I'm just gonna put them somewhere. I know exactly where I want to put them, so they're gonna go there. Some little gold bunnies. I think these are from Dollar Tree also. I mean, I'm sorry, Target. The boots and the little house were from Target too. These were $1. And then this is another wreath. And it says, welcome, welcome. This can either go on the wall or standing, but this is from Target too, I think. No, this is from Ross. Let me go ahead and put everything, and we'll see what we do. The 2 bunnies here, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna clean them a little bit, but they're so cute. I really like them. Here. Oh my god, they look so cute. Okay, yeah, like this. I think that should be good. Then this little space is where I have just like some tequila shots, but I think I'm gonna remove some of them. I'm gonna show you guys really quick. This one, it's super funny. Okay, that one, and put this here, put that there. Probably put this in the bottom. No, I'll put these away. All of it. So I can put a bunny, this here, and a bunny over here. And I did find 2 Easter towels, like kitchen towels, and we're gonna put those up here for decor. They're exactly the same one, the same thing, but I'm gonna put them both anyway. How cute! We've had this wreath forever. And this is going to go on the wall.
And here you have it, our Easter decor for 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the little bell to get a notification every time we upload a new video. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you stuck around this long, which I hope you did, and I hope you liked our Easter decor. We will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.